Thank you for tuning into the Puzzle Factory. My name's Alex, and today I am joined by Connor Ransley. So I first met Connor when he was working at the Attention Seeker, and that's kind of where he cut his teeth. He's since gone on to venture out on his own. He's built quite a exponential social media following, and we're going to dig into the currency of attention, how to get it. He's been through quite a personal transformation himself, so we're going to talk about that too. So yeah, check it out. I hope you enjoy the conversation. As always, this podcast is powered by NZ Trade Group. If you need help with software, business coaching, and general advice to improve your business, please check us out. Connor, welcome to the Puzzle Factory, mate.
Cheers for having me.
How are you?
I'm good, man. Good.
Yeah.
Went for a little walk this morning. Beautiful sun out. So yeah, can't complain. Good
I think it's the calm before the storm, eh? Because we're due that big cyclone.
Yeah, well, I just got, because I was meant to actually go out and play golf on Sunday, and the guy's like, I'm going to have to cancel it. And I was like, what do you mean? And I checked the weather, and I was like, oh, shit. Something's coming.
Yeah, it's not looking flash, mate.
Yeah. I know. Oh, well.
I think since that Cyclone Gabriel overwon the shit out of everyone the way, just in case.
Yeah. Well, I haven't got the phone pinging up yet.
Yeah.
It'll happen probably.
We'll see on Sunday, eh? But now, mate, thanks for coming in. Obviously, we met at the Attention Seeker doing some stuff down there with Stan and whatnot, and yarns with Andy.
Yeah.
And things have changed a bit since then.
Yeah, lots changed, man. I mean, I was this is my 6th week now, I think, out of my 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
Into the world of unknown. So it's been a wild ride so far. It's been crazy, yeah.
We'll get to that, but can you just give us a bit on your backstory? Like, where'd you grow up? What's the deal?
Yeah, I mean, I was born down the Waikato and then moved up to Auckland when I was 9 months old. So pretty much Auckland my whole life. Did the pretty traditional route, went to all the schools, did sports, just like any other Kiwi kid would. Went through school to become an engineer, actually, because my dad's an engineer.
Yeah.
So I was following your father's footsteps sort of thing. So I was like, okay, cool. And I was doing school, did maths, physics, all this stuff. Just got into engineering by the scrape of my tongue at Auckland University. And I was sitting there studying away, and about 6 months in, I was like, shit, this sucks.
I hate it.
And because I hated it, I sucked, man. Yeah. I was failing exams. I was just lost in lectures, and I could just see everyone around me getting it, and I just wasn't getting it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh God, what am I going to do?
Because that makes you feel like shit as well. And then you realize, I'm just doing the wrong thing.
Yeah, I think that was the thing is I didn't know what the right or the wrong thing is. I just thought that you had to do a traditional path like that because, good paying jobs and all this sort of stuff.
Yep.
Dad does it. So I was like, cool. And one day I just thought, why don't I just do something I enjoy? But it was never apparent to me.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that was, and all this time I was, alongside growing up, I was going to the skate park making videos.
Yeah. I've seen some of that.
Yeah. So, and then I would I was going quite well in that, was a professional, getting sponsorships, getting a little bit of pay. You don't get much, but it was great when you're 17.
Yeah, totally. I'm getting paid to do what I love. Yeah.
Exactly. And I was like, well, what if I try and make this video thing work out? Because I thought there was no, at the time, silly me, I thought, there's no money in this video stuff or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, and I think someone told me, if you do what you love and you're good at it, the money will follow.
Yeah, and you'll never work a day in your life.
Yeah, and that's what made me take that leap. But it was pretty scary because my parents, dropping out of university, fuck.
Yeah.
So I left and I went and studied a Bachelor of Media Design, kind of in the video realm a little bit. Not really, but I wanted to do some sort of study because that's all I knew.
Is this where you met young Matthew?
No, we actually met at the run clubs.
Right.
So that comes later on. So I started studying at this media design. I was working part-time actually in construction. I was building traffic lights. for my uncle.
Mean.
So my uncle has a company, TSL, and they do all the traffic lights.
I used to do all the work for TSL.
Oh, you did? All right, there you go. Well, I probably did some stuff with you. So I was just building traffic lights like every single morning before university in there at 6 a.m. going hard, leave, go to uni, come back, do more work. And when I finished my degree, I was full-time doing the construction stuff. And I thought, like, it's so hard to like get your first job in an industry. You know, you see all these people that have got these degrees, they can't get a job. It's all I'm hearing is this. I'm like, shit, man. And then one day I applied for a job for like a videographer at this like LinkedIn company. And I was like, what the fuck is this? And it was called the Attention Seeker.
Yeah.
But it did look a bit dodge back then. It wasn't what it is today.
He is a bit dodge, isn't he?
Well, yeah, he is a little bit dodge, but I didn't know that. I didn't know that at the time. When I was actually applying, one of the questions was, how many coffees do you drink a day?
Yeah.
And I hated coffee, but I said 4 because I thought I had to drink coffee to get the job.
Yeah.
But I managed to land a group interview and then somehow bullshitted my way through to an interview with Stan, and I think he just had no one else to hire, so he gave me the job. I was the 5th pick.
Come on, don't do yourself
dirty.
No,
I mean, I think he saw something in me that I didn't realize, and he didn't care about my degree. He said it to my face, and I was like, whoa. He hired me because I had a small YouTube following of a couple thousand people, and he thought, okay, this guy knows how to build brand and like get attention, and like I didn't know what I was doing. I was just fucking around.
So you got a little bit of that currency that he was interested in, right?
At the time, and before I knew really what the Attention Seeker was, I thought it was just a videography job. Turned out to be a masterclass in personal branding and organic social.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. So what stage was the Attention Seeker at when you were there? Like, how big was that?
I think there was about 5 people.
Okay.
So the office was
pretty
actually
early on.
The office was actually this size of your podcast room. We were in the PwC tower.
Yeah.
It was tiny, and there was no video at all. We didn't do video.
No.
Only LinkedIn copywriting. So I was hired in as the first like client side videographer. Stan had someone that made videos for him.
Yeah.
But I was the first person to make videos for clients.
Interesting.
Yeah. And it was just, we just filmed business owners, just talking about their business, real generic.
Yeah.
Like nothing what it is today.
Yeah. Oh, it's coming a hell of a long way. Yeah. Even where, I mean, I only became aware of Stan and the Attention Seeker maybe 12 to 18 months ago or something.
Yeah.
And even at that stage, like...
Oh, that's when it's booming. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. At that stage, I think you went on the website and they had that awesome like show reel as soon as you went on,
that's
with
one that
all
I
the
made,
staff running through different rooms and stuff. And I was like, this is actually good.
Yeah. So like when I joined, there was only 5 people, and he hired 3 at once.
Yeah.
Because he was like, I think the business was scaling quite a bit every month on month.
Yeah.
And he's like, we need to get into video. We need to get into this like TikTok thing.
Yeah.
And TikTok was frowned upon back then. No, I wasn't even on it.
Yeah.
No one was on it.
Yeah, it was like for kids.
Exactly.
But he saw dances.
Yeah. Well, that's what it was. And then he saw the opportunity and said, let's get into this. So then I came along, and I was just like a videographer. And then where it really started to happen is he hired Joni a couple months after me.
Yeah.
And then from that point on, her one job was just to blow up our social media, and she did that within about 3 months.
Yeah.
And then the rest is history, pretty much.
Yeah. It's funny. What, because I mean, this is sort of harking back to the conversation I had with Stan as well, but what buzzed me out about what they do is not every, but the vast majority of digital marketing, social media marketing outfits that you come across, and you go on, and they've got like 3 likes on a video that like nobody gives a shit. Whereas the proof's in the pudding at the Attention Seeker, you know what I mean? What is the difference? Do they have secret sauce, or is it just passion and actually putting your money where your mouth is?
I mean, because I think the main difference of the Attention Seeker is that all the traditional like ways you do marketing and do content in general was thrown out the door, because we didn't have one single marketer working there pretty much. Yeah. There was very few of us that had a degree. So
there were no rules for it.
No, there was no rules. Yeah. So like when you come into most places, you've got all this senior and they've been in the game for a long time, and they do the things that worked for them all this time, whereas the whole script is flipped now.
Yeah.
And what worked back then doesn't work anymore.
Yeah.
And because we never had that back then, we were just like, all right, what's working now? And then just boom, and then just push it together until it worked.
Yeah. Well, because I think, even if you go back, really even like 5-6 years, the media, especially on socials and stuff, it was more Instagram. It was a hell of a lot more polished and produced and stuff like that. Now it's just got to grab you.
Yeah.
That's it, or be interesting.
Yeah.
Or, invoke some kind of emotion in you, and then you've got them, yeah?
Yeah.
You know?
It was always more so that high-end, polished kind of like perfectionism look that worked.
Yeah,
Whereas now it's like that's not what's like interesting to people.
No, it's real rough and ready, yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like people want more raw, like especially as tech gets better and better, and there's just more options and more everything. There's so much overwhelm.
Yeah,
people want to see stuff that is close to them and that's relatable.
Totally,
and just like authentic. Yeah.
My missus and sort of the kids who live next door to us have been going ape shit for that J-Man Go dude who's been going around New Zealand. Like, they were up at the mall in Whangaparao with him. Like, he drove past our house in Stanmore Bay and stuff. And it's just because it's where you live. And he's doing TikTok lives. They can see where he is.
Oh, he's got it, man. He's got
just
awesome
cracked today.
Yeah, he's got an awesome thing going on. I was at CreatorCon. I seen him there.
Yeah,
and like the stuff that he's doing, it's cool. Yeah, because it's just like everyone else. It's go and do the thing, try the pie here. Yeah, go check out this thing. Like, it's stuff that people can actually like see themselves doing.
Totally, and he's doing all the collabs and he's cracked it. But I just thought it's so funny how he's just essentially doing everyday life. It's nothing crazy, He's not like, I don't know, water skiing, reading the newspaper. He's just eating a pie, Yeah. Nah, it's cool. And you're just seeing that more and more now from people. And that's kind of even what I've tried to do with my stuff, like seeing what Stan's done, and then I've learned all the tricks of the trade, I guess, working at the Attention Seeker. Yeah. To then go off and do it on my own. Well, I've been watching along because it's interesting because I'm invested now.
Yeah.
I mean, this is why I reached out because let's go back and cover what's just happened in your life. So I'll let you spin it, but I kind of watch you going through this bit of a transformation, and then wham, you hit the bottom.
I think like I guess I've always been quite like a go-getter driven person, but within like boundaries. Mm-hmm. So obviously like making the leap from engineering, that was the first risk I ever took really. And then I saw that work, landing at Attention Seeker, getting a job. And I think like it's all props to Stan, to be honest, because he saw that I was like him and was just always going to give shit a go, try my hardest, just keep moving forward. And he would keep presenting opportunities for me because I was that kind of person. And then over time, I went from joining the Attention Seeker as a like straight out of university junior to 3 years later, I was running the production team of 14 people that made all the content for the biggest clients in the country, like One New Zealand, Pizza Hut, everything. Yeah. And that was it's a big jump from straight out of uni to managing people that were managing other people, Yeah. Because I'd been on this journey of leadership, thanks to Stan over those 3 years. I got to a position where I could do all of that, but there was always one thing that was missing. And it was just that I didn't have the confidence in myself to take a bigger risk. Yeah. It was okay to take risks in the company because I knew there was a safety net.
It's not your money either. Exactly. You're not playing with your money, right?
Yeah. And I never had that confidence. And I think that there's a lot of young people out there that don't have that confidence. It's a hard thing to get. Normally you get it when you're a lot older as well, and then some people never get it. Like, it's a hard thing.
I think you've got to earn your confidence, though.
Yeah.
You earn your confidence by taking the risks. Exactly as you're saying, so you quit your engineering degree, and then your life within 12 months was 10 times better.
Yeah.
Or your work life, you know what I mean? You got to risk the biscuit.
Yeah, I know.
But you can't win it every time. But what I always think was so lucky, like I've had certain positions or worked for certain companies in my past where they've like seen something in me and then given me that opportunity where I'm kind of batting way above my actual experience level, but doing a good job.
Yeah.
And those jobs and those companies are like golden geese because that's where you can really cut the teeth of your career. you know, and you get to exactly what you're saying. Like, obviously, you're doing your absolute best, but you're essentially getting to play around on somebody else's dime and learn it. You know what I mean?
You're getting paid to learn.
Yeah.
It's great. It's like it's almost like the opposite to university.
Yeah. Totally.
And I was just like going after it. And then I got to the point where I was because I'm not content with what I have. And it's like a great thing because it means that you're always driven for more, but it sucks at the same time. It's like a double-edged sword, right? But what was good about it is that I was just never settled. So I got to a point where I was like, cool, I'm doing all this stuff. We're getting great results for our clients and everything. But I was like, what's next? Like, I need something more.
Yeah.
And I always knew I wanted to go off and start my own thing, but I was too scared. And I was like, shit, how do I like build up the confidence to do this? And I wasn't confident in myself. So then luckily a couple of the other boys at the same time in the company started going to the gym.
Yeah.
And they're like, come along. And I was always way too scared, man. Like, I was 24 when I started going.
Yeah.
And I was terrified. And I went and I like fell in love with it. I was like, holy shit, like this is awesome. Like you're versing yourself. And because I always had very good discipline and motivation, that was like the perfect outlet for it.
Yeah.
And then, you know, like had that whole journey over there. And then got into running after that, got into eating good. Yep. Got into like my sleep, looking after myself, my health. You know, I was having cheese and crackers every night with ice cream most of my childhood. Like, luckily I had a fast metabolism, so it never mattered. Yeah. But I didn't realize how much it changes your life when you look after your health.
Yeah.
And then over the next 2 years, I did that and like went from this scrawny, skinny kid that, you know, wasn't happy with himself to like becoming a man and then building up the confidence to go, you know what, like fuck it, I'm gonna try and go out on my own and do my own thing.
Yeah. That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I mean, I've personally neglected my fitness for the past 2 years and past year and just got back into it again now.
Yeah, nice.
But you already feel, you know, I've done heaps of martial arts over the years and stuff like that, but my problem is I go hard and then I get sick of it and stop.
Yeah.
And then I go hard. So if you look at pictures of me over the years, it's like I basically yo-yo by about 20 kilos every 12 months.
Wow. Yeah.
So I'll try and stick to it this time.
Yeah, I mean, like it just became like part of me because I felt so much better about myself. And then, you know, like slowly I was less insecure. Slowly I was worrying less about what other people thought of me and all of this. And I just started to focus in on myself and like found people doing the same sort of thing. You know, I think who you surround yourself with is so important as well.
You become who you hang out with.
Yeah. And then like from there, I just got to the point where I was like, all right, like at the end of last year it was because I went through like a pretty rough spot with like relationships and stuff last year. And then coming out of that, I did the Auckland Marathon, and that was like the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. Yeah, that was like, I thought I was going to die out there. Like it was crazy. And then when I finished that race, I was just like, holy shit, like I can do anything.
Did it?
Yeah. And then it was at that point, the next day when I went to work, Stan realized he's like, Connor's going to leave next year. He said it to Claire. And,
so you haven't voiced this to him at all?
Nah. I knew that I wanted to do something at the end of last year, and I was kind of like trying to plan up to it.
Yeah.
But I wasn't obviously going to say anything yet. It wasn't a thing. Yeah. Like it was just a thought. Yeah. And then at our leaving dinner, he's like, he could see that I had changed, and he's like, this is like a ticking time bomb now.
Yeah.
And come our annual planning day in the start of February, I wasn't actually going to leave until about May, and there's a lot of stuff changing with the company and everything. And like, you know, there's redundancies going on and all sorts. Like it was a real rough time. Yeah. And I was like, you know, for the sake of the company and stuff, like they didn't need me at this point. Like I'd kind of made myself redundant a little bit. Yeah. And like, I was like, I'm not just going to stick around and have my finger up my ass and
wage collect.
Yeah. And wage collect. So I was like, let's just do it. And then I went and spoke to him. We had an hour-long conversation, and then he was just so ecstatic. And he actually wanted me to like finish on the spot, and I was like, "No, I'm not ready."
Yeah. Can I do my month?
Well, he's like, you better have a bloody good reason if you want to do 4 weeks.
Yeah.
And So we ended up sitting at 3 weeks because like I just needed some time.
He would have loved it though, because you've been there since the early days with him, and he would have felt like, well, he obviously was a massive part of your progression.
Yeah.
So he built something in you essentially. Like,
exactly.
Like, can you get any more rewarding than that for him? You know what I mean? How good?
Oh, I know, and that's why he was just so chuffed, and like, and then when I told him, he was just like, yeah, and just give me heaps of, advice on just, bro, don't worry about all this career stuff. Just go and live your life. He knew I had to go and see the world.
Go and experience things.
Yeah,
best education you can have.
Exactly. And I never realized that until literally like 6 months ago.
Yeah. I was very lucky because I got to travel. Obviously, I grew up in the UK. I didn't come here until my early 20s.
Yeah.
So I got to travel really extensively through sort of Europe, America, Caribbean, all that kind of crap, with my parents, and then through playing in bands and stuff. And it's kind of weird, like the novelty wears off always about 2 weeks in, and you start going like, where the hell am I? Like, what am I doing? And you have that for like a day or two, and then you just get into this rhythm. And you get into this mode of just soaking everything in from each place that you go to and learn in. And then you start recognizing patterns between places and people, and we're all the same. And very cool. Yeah. That was what I took away from it. You know what I mean?
Well, and that's kind of what I'm hoping to have as well. Like, go try and just get lost in the world, Yeah,
it's awesome.
Just discover what else there is out there.
Oh, be the time of your life, mate.
Yeah. And like, and I didn't want it to be like a holiday. Because I need to always be like going forwards in my career. Like, I know that it is. Even if it was a holiday, I'd still be progressing in my career. Yeah. But I was like, I want to try and like do this whole thing. I see everyone traveling the world, making money online and all this stuff. And I'm like, what?
Digital nomad.
Yeah, like essentially. And I was like, all right, well, I need to start something that I can do from my laptop.
Yeah.
And obviously, like working in social, most of it is online, but there's obviously a part of it that's not, like if you're actually like filming and editing stuff. And that's kind of where I've always spent my time, in the production line. So then I was like, well, how can I kind of build something, or how can I add value to people without being there face to face with them?
Yeah.
And I'd realized over the years, like starting the Attention Seeker when it was literally nothing, to going to becoming the biggest organic marketing agency in the world, pretty much. I was like, well, I've just learned now how to build brand 101. That was my university right there.
Yeah.
And I learned how to build a personal brand, especially, and create organic content. And then not just, I've learned these things, but also as the Attention Seeker way, like I'd done it as well for myself.
Yeah.
I went from having a small Instagram following, no TikTok presence, no LinkedIn or anything, to having now over 100,000 followers across all my platforms.
Well, I saw you got 2.5 million likes on TikTok. I was like, good on you, mate.
And that like that didn't exist before I worked at Taz.
Yeah.
So like I learned this thing, and then I actually did it myself. And then I actually had, my job essentially was actually teaching people how to do it in the company. Yeah. So I was like, why don't I just do that and just help business owners and people build their brand online? Yeah. And that's kind of where we're at now.
And that's, so the new outfit's called By Ransley, right?
Yeah.
Do you want to give me the pitch? What are we selling? What are we doing for people?
Yeah. So like the way that I look at it is, it's kind of three things. Two at the moment are going, one still to come. So like, my goals after leaving my job, my number one thing is I'm trying to grow my brand as big as I can. Mm-hmm. So my goal is I want to get to 500,000 followers by the end of the year.
Yep.
Across platforms, whatever it may be, because I know if I have 500,000 people following what I'm doing, I can do whatever I want. I could start a podcast. I could start a fucking coffee shop.
Yeah.
You just have freedom to do what you want because you have an audience. It's the same thing the Attention Seeker has done. So I was like, cool, that's my number one goal. And that becomes before anything else.
Yeah.
And then number two is like, okay, well, I still need money to live. What can I do to just get me by? So then the goal was never to try to scale it to this big thing, because I knew if I put all my time into building my brand, then I could scale a lot easier in the future.
Yep.
So I was like, cool.
Because it reaches a tipping point, doesn't it, where it essentially becomes exponential growth.
Exactly. Exactly. And I'm better off going all in on that right now while I can, when I don't need all this money.
Yeah.
And then turn it on later.
Yep.
Build the foundations now. But in the meantime, I was like, well, what if I just help business owners build their personal brand online?
Yep.
because that's where I'd come. That was the bread and butter of the attention seeker when I joined.
Yep.
And that's what I'd done for myself. So I kind of was like, okay, well, I can help.
That's the niche.
And that's the niche. Yeah.
Okay.
And it's just done like kind of over like a bit of a consulting period where it's like spending a few weeks with people helping like figure out like, why do you want to build your personal brand? And then like, who are you? What do you stand for? Like, what are you trying to do? Who are you trying to talk to? All the generic stuff.
Yeah.
Building out like a full strategy and then like tailoring it to like, obviously their time and all this sort of stuff, like their skill levels. And then figuring out, okay, this is the sort of content you need to make, and then this is how you need to make it.
Cool.
Based on what I know.
Yeah.
And then not just giving them a plan, because like you can give someone a plan, but if they can't execute it, it's actually worthless.
You kind of need to handhold people. That's the service, right?
Yeah, exactly. And that's like where I'm at now with my first clients that I've got on is like we've gone through and we've done all the planning, and now it's just the coaching and giving feedback as they then start to execute.
And you're obviously doing the creative side as well, like actually coming up with the ideas for content.
Yeah. To start, like I give them this the foundation of where to start, but essentially like I'm teaching them how to do it because I know this changes. Like what I give you is not going to last forever.
Yeah.
But the understanding will.
The principles.
The principles will. And if you know those and you understand, and then you know how to also iterate. Yeah. And that's kind of what we do is I spend a few weeks giving feedback on the content, what's working, what's not, how do we move forward. Mm-hmm. They start to see those same patterns that I saw. Yeah. And then essentially they can then go off and then manage it themselves or get someone else to do it or whatever.
Yeah.
But essentially like it's giving you a launch pad to build your personal brand.
I totally get it. See, it's the how, it's the why. But then I think it sounds like you're kind of hand holding them until they see that first bit of results.
Yeah,
and they're getting that like, oh, we can do this.
They've got that momentum and they understand and they're like, okay, I actually do know what I'm posting and I actually know like why I'm doing it. Because a lot of people are like, I don't know what to post.
Yeah, I've got to make a video about some shit.
Yeah, what do I do? What do I do today? Or like, oh,
that's what I do, mate.
Why am I stuck in 200 views jail? Like stuff like that. It's like if you understand the principles and everything, you can get past those roadblocks.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that's where a lot of like other marketing companies, they'll give you this whole strategy and all this shit. But then again, like
post 18 times a day.
Exactly. And it doesn't matter. Like all that stuff's just bollocks.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you don't understand the platform and how to tell stories online and do organic content.
I thought it was just that you had to post at 10 a.m. on Wednesdays.
Wow. I got asked that actually.
Yeah, you got to hack the shit out of that algorithm, brother.
Oh, right. The posting times, hashtags, it's all shit, man. Fuck.
You've got to have hashtag FYP, right? That's the trick.
Oh, the hashtag FYP, yeah. Nah, like, and yeah, it's just like busting those myths as well, Yeah.
It's
like my most viral videos have got no hashtags and I posted them at 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Like if content is good, it's going to perform no matter what, essentially.
Yeah, I don't understand that. I used to have a little channel just posting like drum videos. Yeah. And you get maybe like 1,000 views on each one, and then I'd just randomly get like 20,000 views on a random video, and I could not figure out why. It was really weird.
Yeah. And that's, I guess that's like part of my whole thing now. It's just like figuring out, when something does work, why did that work? How do we then double down and do more of it?
Yeah.
And then that's essentially the point of like the whole consulting is that people can, like they go away with a better chance of success with their personal brand. It doesn't always mean views because like, views is just a vanity metric if you've got no real why behind it.
Yeah.
Because if your goal is like, I'm just trying to talk to these C-suite guys, it's like, well, it doesn't matter if you get 1 million views or if you're actually targeting them directly on other platforms. So it all depends on like what people's goals are, but we kind of tailor it to that.
Yeah. It's interesting. So I was following along. I remember, I think it was like 30 days in or something since you quit your job and you're like, I've still not got a client.
Yeah.
And then I saw you'd like made your first sale.
Yeah.
And then you lost it.
Yeah,
Did I see that right?
It was the second person.
I'm not trying to make you relive trauma here. I just wanted to know what the yarn was behind the scenes.
The first sale was good. The second one I was very close and then it fell through.
Yeah.
So that was the first one I'd lost. So yeah.
But you turned it into a positive and I can't remember what you said. Can you just run me through that again?
I guess when a lot of people have like a setback, they'll try and hide it. Whereas I'm like, okay, let's put this out to the fucking world. So I took a screenshot of the text he sent me.
Yeah.
And I put it out on LinkedIn. And I also made a TikTok about it and a video on Instagram as well. But like LinkedIn's obviously the scarier part because that's obviously the real businessy kind of world. And I'm talking about trying to build this business. And if it's not going well, which
people are like, why would I follow this?
Well, people are like, well, why are you telling it? I'm like, what? You know what I mean? They're interested.
Yeah.
And I was like, look, I've just lost my first client. And no one's going to post like that on social media because it's scary. You know, people are going to think bad about you. But like, I'm at this point where I don't care. And I actually realize it's good because a lot of people lose business all the time. It's normal.
I mean, for me, I was very interested in that video because nobody wants to listen to fucking people online going, fucking killed it again today. I'm rich. My wife's hot. You know what I mean?
Bro,
like,
exactly.
But it pricks people's ears up when you go, oh shit, I had to deal with this today.
Yeah.
It didn't go to plan. This is what I did.
Because it's real. It's relatable. People see themselves in it. And like, that's the whole thing of my brand is like showing not just the good stuff, but also the bad stuff and what it's actually really like. And a lot of people won't do that because, you know, it's a hard thing to show that side of you. But obviously because of all the stuff I'd been through my job, like doing these other things, getting a hard time at school, doing the physical transformation, I built up such a thick skin to where I realized, look, if people think about me this way, cool, I don't care because I know it's going to help a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I call it ego armor.
Well, yeah,
so,
I guess so. Yeah.
Like, you know, over the years, you try and do more and more stuff where you're uncomfortable, where it puts you out of your comfort zone and stuff, and then you get it done and you get that buzz. Like another piece of ego armor. Yeah. I don't walk around with a massive ego, I hope. Yeah. But when I'm going into a scary situation, I always imagine myself like Iron Man, like putting this ego armor on.
Yeah.
Well, and then you walk in and you feel safe. You're like, I earned this. Yeah. I earned the right to feel confident here.
And it can help people. And like I posted about losing a client, and the whole thing of it was is that this is a feeling that I'm going to feel more and more. And this obviously the first time I've felt this. And I knew a lot of, every single business owner can relate to that because no one's ever won 100% of their business. Yeah. So a lot of people feel that same way, but just no one talks about it. And then I'm out here, this young guy trying to start something, and I'm 4 days in, I've just lost a client. People are like, holy shit, like I know exactly how you feel, bro. Yeah. And and then obviously the learning is like, you know, this is going to happen. Better off becoming used to it and realizing that every no is one step closer to a yes. And that's something that Stan always taught me.
Oh, totally.
And that's kind of the
numbers
spin.
game, right?
Yeah. And that was the spin I put on it. And then like, you know, so it's like, yeah, this is a bad thing, but actually it's a good thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. You've got one of those no's out the way. So you're further down the road.
And that was the same on social with the video and then the LinkedIn post. Yeah. Very, very similar. Yeah.
How, I mean, I know LinkedIn is like massive these days, and I certainly understand the merits of it from the perspective of like you can actually search different professions or target exact people. Great for communicating. Now I'm on there and I go on and I find it interesting, but it is the most cringe fucking platform I have ever like. It's just so cringy. Eh?
Yeah,
like do you find that or?
I mean, like I don't really, because a lot of the people I guess I connect with or follow on LinkedIn are doing similar stuff to me in a way. Yeah. And like, I think like, a lot of it's like, oh, we do this, or, oh, we just won this business, or like, I just got promoted, or blah, blah, blah. And it's like, that's all just the generic stuff. Yeah. And I mean, you know, every platform has it's cringe. But like,
of course they do. Yeah,
but
I go on, I scroll through my feed in the morning, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I mean a lot of it is like that. But then
thank you for your insight.
Yeah, but it creates so much opportunity because then no one's doing it this other way.
Of course it does.
But, and then
I just it was just an observation of mine. I'm like, get off it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like it's so rough.
Yeah, no, it definitely can be like that. But like. Yeah, you're always gonna have that wherever you go.
Yeah. No, fair enough. Cool. So obviously we're up and running now. You've got a couple of clients on. All going well. Are you starting to figure it out?
A little bit. Yeah, starting to figure it out a little bit. I think like I understood how like to do it all. It's just how does it actually work when you're not working for an employer? Yeah, that's the part I'm figuring out. Because like I know how to doing the things easy. It's all the behind the scenes stuff that's hard.
Yeah.
Like I got to manage my leads. I have to like do this, send
So
emails, proposals, follow up. Yeah. All of this stuff that's like, fuck, like.
And what about from a financial perspective? Like, were you reasonably financially literate before with regards to like tax, invoicing, all that kind of stuff?
My parents always taught me like quite well in terms of like money. Like I've always had a very good understanding of money and the value of money growing up. So like I was always a very serial saver and everything. So I understood like how to put money aside. Like I'm not someone that just goes and spends a whole lot of like cash. I barely spent a cent until I was about 24.
Fair enough.
So like that part was all good. And like even when I left, like I made sure I had a buffer to last me. But I guess like even through like the income that I make now, it's not just the consulting business, it's also my personal brand.
Different streams.
Yeah. So I've got kind of like 2 streams at the moment. The personal brand stuff I was always doing, but it was just a bit slower because I had a job. So it's hard to find time.
Yeah.
Whereas now, obviously, out on my own, making more content, more brands want to work with me.
Yeah.
So that started to pick up a lot. And in the first month with like clients and that, like I did a real good first month to where like I was like, okay, cool, this is going to work.
Yeah.
And like I knew the consulting would take time because I'd seen it. Some deals that we'd have in the pipeline that tend to like it'd take months to get them over the line.
Yep.
So I realized that this was going to be like cool, like lucky that I've actually even got to in the first month.
Yeah.
But like it's a long game, you know.
Sales always like
you
kind of segued me onto what I wanted to talk about next here. So honestly, NZ Trade Group, we look after electricians, basically electrical businesses, right? We get a lot of people asking for who do we go to for digital marketing? How the hell do I advertise? What should I be posting on socials? All that kind of stuff. And sales in general. And I'm always the same sort of answer. Like sales is relationships. Yeah. So it's a long game, and particularly in like what you're doing, and to some extent what we do as Sparkies. Well, what we do at Trade Group, is for us, it's not. We don't just go and find every electrical company in New Zealand and go, do you want to join? It's a lot of it's to do with a qualifying conversation or a series of to see if you're the right fit for us and we're the right fit to actually help your business. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think the more you dig into that due diligence and qualification aspect, the better, because it's going to lead to a really happy outcome and a good long relationship with the customer. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think like particularly in your game, if you were just like wham bam, thank you, ma'am, everyone coming on board, and they're not the right fit for you to work with, or vice versa, it causes you so many problems.
Oh yeah, like I'd seen it obviously in agency world all the time. Yeah, like the clients that were hard to deal with versus the easy ones, like there was clear differences. So even for me, like I've already kind of turned business down a little bit, which is hard when you're starting out because I got no cash flow, you know what I mean?
Rock in a hard place.
So it's like, shit, I'm like, part of me is like, I need to take everything I can get. But then I know it's just not going to work like that. Yeah. So, like, even for me, like, if I'm like having to like sell people twice and tell them you should be doing this and then you should be doing it with me, like, I'm fucked. Don't do that.
Yeah. If they don't get the value like, I don't sell shit. I go and ask people about their businesses and I go, this is what we do. Yeah. Do you see value in that?
Yeah, 100%.
And if they don't see it straight away, I'm like,
nah, it's just not, because that's where the headache comes later on. It's,
Well, as you say, you've turned a couple down, maybe so far. Future Connor's going to be like, thanks, mate.
Yeah.
Thank God we're not dealing with them, or it wouldn't have been right. Or
it's just like, and also like, I just don't like wasting people's time or just not being able to deliver value, because I just like, I don't know, like money's good and all, but like it doesn't really matter. Like, if I'm gonna not be able to add value to someone, like a burnt bridge is way worse than missing out on some money. Yeah.
Oh, reputation. Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
Exactly.
100%. Right, Brendan, clip this. I want to try and get some nuggets of gold out of you.
Yeah.
If you owned a trade business, So I'm coming to you. I'm the Sparky. I'm asking for a free beer.
Yeah.
And I go, how do I market my trade business? Have you got any nuggets for me, or any general guidelines of like, I wouldn't go to a digital marketing agency, or I'd do it through socials, or how would you go about it?
I would not go to a marketing agency. I would be trying to do it myself first.
Yep.
And I'd be putting out as much content as I can, because the barrier to entry now is so low. You don't need thousands of dollars. You just need an iPhone and a social media account, and you can reach millions of people.
Okay.
And like, it doesn't have to be crazy. Like, there's a guy who he has a lawn mowing company. He literally films himself mowing lawns
for free for people.
Yeah. Sits on a tripod,
that dude.
Makes millions.
Yeah.
And it's like, no marketing costs. He just puts his phone on a tripod and films. And you can just reach so many people now from your fingertips that you don't actually need all these. Like, yeah, if you're a huge company, but if you're just a tradie starting out, like you're just way better off just giving it a go yourself. You're going to learn more. You're going to understand, and you probably will get good results.
Yeah. I totally agree, and that's kind of where I steer people. But I think a lot of trade businesses, like, some people are great at it. Like, there's some Sparkies I follow crack up like cost of fuel at the minute.
Yeah.
And I saw a video. It was a crowd. I think they're on the South Island. And it was zoomed right in on a Makita toolbox. Yeah. And it came up saying, like, Sparky's going to work with the cost of fuel. And it zoomed out and he's on, like, his kid's electric car. You know, the little truck things. Yeah. Just gold. Like, funny shit like that.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm trying to ascertain is, do you think, like, because you can film anything. You can film yourself filling off a PowerPoint, doing a switchboard, whatever. It's not necessarily going to be interesting for people. So would you concentrate on actually coming up with a concept for a series of videos, or how?
I mean, you'd be surprised, like, what's interesting to people, because like mowing lawns, like, I mean, probably doesn't think it's interesting.
But I think what grabs people on that is he goes out and it's a little old lady and he says, I'll mow your lawn for free because it's a mess. Yeah. So you got one, the transformation, and two, everyone's like, oh, it's so wholesome.
I think where most people go wrong with their marketing is they talk about their product too much, and no one fucking cares about your product. No one cares. No. You're just like everyone else. We're not special. We're all the same. Like, you need to step away from that. And that's how marketing has always kind of been done. Yeah. And like, for an ad, I get it. But for an organic, people have the freedom of choice to watch it. They're just going to swipe and they're going to leave. So every single piece of content needs to provide value to who's watching it. And that can be like entertainment, like an emotional, relatable feeling, educational. But you need to provide your audience something. You're not making videos for you and your business. You're making videos for your audience.
I'll just interrupt you there. Yeah. This podcast is brought to you by NZ Trade Group, the home for electricians in New Zealand. No, totally agree. Totally agree. So I think, so would you just like spam it and then see what works?
Yeah. If I started a trade business tomorrow, I would download TikTok, download Instagram, especially if I'm working, like, let's say with landlords or property owners or whatever, and I'd just be putting out heaps of content. And how I would do that is I would go and search what content's performing right now. Yeah. It's not hard to find. You just search it up and it's always going to be the biggest one. It's got heaps of views, heaps of likes. People like it. So I'd go, cool, let's recreate it and put my spin on it. And people go, I can't copy that. Everything's been done. Like, the original does not exist. Everything's just a remix.
Yeah, of course it is.
And you take what works, you put some spice on it. Same with a trade business. It's like, if you're like, I got to be an original trade business, like, you're fucked. Everyone's doing the same thing. So you take I'd look at what's working. I'd go and make my own spin on it, and I'd put out as much as I can and test the waters, and don't make it perfect. Quantity over quality.
Okay.
Most people get caught trying to do quality, but like, if you don't know how to do quality, don't bother.
Yeah.
Because quality isn't how much time you put into something or how flashy or nice it looks anymore. Quality is how well a story lands with your audience. Yeah, and if you don't know what your audience wants, you can't do quality. Yeah. So you have to do quantity first.
So it's almost R&D at the beginning, isn't it? And you're seeing what hits. Yeah,
100%.
Totally.
It's literally like that. And that's the whole philosophy of why the attention seeker got so big. Yeah. We put out 10 TikToks a day for like 3 months before anything hit.
Yeah.
That's a lot of videos.
Analyze.
You're going to learn way more. And so if you did a video once a month, you do 12 videos a year. If you do 10 a day, I mean, I don't know. I'm
you're
not
going to
doing
get the information way faster.
Way
right?
faster. And and then you can go, oh, this is what my audience likes. Then you double down and slowly make more quality stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most people, they waste their time trying to do quality when they don't know what quality is.
And it's finding an audience as well, isn't it? You know, like, I mean, I've done some basic research into what I'm trying to do and stuff. And it's like, you kind of have to have a picture of what your ideal or target audience
100%.
member is, and that's who you're actually making content for.
Yeah.
You know, if you can make it into a person in your head.
Yeah. Or no, exactly. Like even for like my audience, and I mean, marketing 101, like you got to know who your customer is or who your target audience is. You have to know everything about them. Like what are they doing in the weekends? Like what are they like? What are they struggling with? And especially like what are their pain points?
Yeah.
Because content is just solutions to people's problems. That's all it is. You're just problem solving with content. And that's like, you know, like entertainment, that's still solving a problem. You know what I mean? And then you got to figure out what are these people's pain points, and then your content is essentially just going to be solving those pain points for them.
Yeah. I mean, so I did that. It was kind of like when I was getting into doing a podcast and stuff, and I was like, I better figure out who I'm making content for. Yeah. And I came to the conclusion that I'm making it for myself, because when I was on the tools, I would listen to, I don't know, maybe 5 hours of podcasts all day while I was at work.
Yeah.
And I was like, shit, it'd be good if there was like a close to home relatable podcast for my trade.
Yeah.
That wasn't stiff as shit where they're talking about wholesales and products.
Exactly.
So that's what,
because the tradies don't really care.
Yeah.
Like
so and the way I thought about it was like, if I am my target audience, then I'm gonna have fun doing it, have fun making it, and it's shit that I'm interested in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think like that's obviously like a great way to do it, but you just got to make sure that as you do it, you're going to slowly get away from that person. Yeah. So you just need to make sure you've got ways to come back to like, what are they still like? What is it actually like? Yeah. Because you're just like, you know, you slowly drift off. Like even for me, like my target audience is these young guys. Well, mainly it's like young guys. It's me, but a few years ago, right? Yeah. And I've got people around me that are this person. Yeah. So whenever I'm like, oh, just like, why is this not landing? I go, cool. And I try and step in their shoes. I talk to them sometimes. Yeah. And I ask them like, what are you struggling with? Yeah. Because that's who I'm making content for, not for me. Yeah. And that's where most people will get caught up. And I got caught up for years. I made stuff and I go, this is awesome. And I put it out and no one watches it. And I'm like, what the fuck?
That's really smart. So you're doing it, you've almost got like maybe a 2-year lag on yourself as your target audience, so you can teach what you've learned in the last little bit of life.
Yeah. That's smart. And I try to like play to them as well, where I'm like, because I'm still in a similar spot, but I'm just a few steps ahead. Yeah. So I still try and act like I am in that same spot so they can really relate to me. And that's kind of where I get a bit fearful, is like, as I go off and, you know, travel the world and make money online and everything, it's like, how relatable is that? Yeah. But there's still parts of it. It's like the feelings or the problems, like the feelings that I have, they're still going to be the same as these people. It's just, it shows up differently.
But if, you know, in a couple of years, if you are making the videos of like, fucking killed it today, team, with some mean word on your arm in a porch, I'll probably flick you a message and be like, you're doing it.
Exactly. And no one would like it. Yeah. You know, and
totally.
like, then, I mean, like some people love that aspirational stuff, but that's just not really what I'm going for.
It's not what you're doing.
Nah.
Yeah. Totally agree with that.
Because it's not going to help my people. And that's my why, is because I wish I had someone. Well, not that I didn't. I mean, I kind of had Stan, but like, I wish there was more people a step ahead of me showing me what it's really like, and that they're feeling the same way I'm feeling. So I was like, oh, if he can do it, I can do it.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know? I mean, it's cool that you just passed it as well. So it's still really fresh in your mind. You know those exact steps where, you know, you're not going, you know, you have no idea what I did 20 years ago. You know, I used to get a punch in the face from my parents for Christmas. You know, like, you know, that kind of shit where it just doesn't hit.
It doesn't help either.
No, bloody good. Well, that's really interesting that you said quantity over quality, and then analyze and see what hits. You know what I mean? And I guess figuring out your target audience, because I think the personal brand thing's really important as well, because people get to know you and they get to trust you.
Yes. Yeah.
And that translates massively into the real world.
Oh, yeah. Like I say it to everyone, like everyone needs to build a personal brand or they're going to fall behind, especially with the rise of, tech and AI and all this stuff. There's one thing that AI will never be able to do because it's never lived. Well, phrase is better for a short clip. There's one thing AI will never be able to do.
Yeah.
And it's tell stories that are through lived experience because it's never lived a day in its life.
No.
And people think, oh, how am I going to make content? I'm going to lose because this thing can just go bang and then there's all this realistic stuff. But people aren't drawn to that. Like, yeah, it's a shiny object right now, but at the end of the day, as tech goes more one way, people want authenticity and rawness even more. And that's
absolutely.
where you can see it, like live streaming is going nuts.
Yeah.
That's the rawest format of content there is.
Yeah.
So by building a personal brand, AI can't compete with you.
No, and as
win.
you say, people and real shit's going to become a commodity.
Yeah, people are drawn to people, and then that trust piece is so important, and that's why like building a personal brand is essentially just taking that personality that you already have, your CV, your walking CV, and then just putting it out online. So instead of talking to 5 people a day, you can talk to 5,000, 5 million.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
it's the reason why I got my job. It's not because of my degree. It's because I had an online presence showing who I was and therefore building trust with people.
So that was your personal brand and your CV at that point.
Without realizing it. Yeah. And then that's why after leaving my job, a whole lot of people have gone, oh, do you want a job doing this? It's like they don't even know me. Well, I've never met them.
Yeah.
But they've been watching. So they already have been building that trust. They're already familiar with me. So therefore, and then it's the same with the clients, I run no ads. Everyone comes to me.
Yeah.
And that's because I put content out there.
And they go, what does this guy do? Like,
but like there's a content strategic, obviously.
Yeah.
But then they go, oh, fuck, like I really, like, I love what you're doing, blah, blah, blah. And if they've got a problem with content or building their brand or whatever, then they know I can solve it because that's kind of I've shown that through the content. And that's like my strategy.
Yeah.
So then they're like, the sale becomes so much easier because you're not having to sell them. They come to you sold.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I like what he does. I want that.
That's exactly how the Attention was born.
Yeah.
Stan put out content. People said, hey, bro, I love what you're doing. Can you do it for me?
Yeah. I think, because I mean, I'm 40, right? So I thought I was a bit late to the party with like properly digging into personal brand and content and all that stuff. And I still like in my age group and my peers and stuff, you'll still have people like, why the fuck are you making videos? That's shit. Or,
happens at my age as well.
Fuck, like, fag.
Yeah.
But I think we kind of live in the first time in history where everybody can have their own TV channel and their own reality show, right?
Yep.
But there's still masses of opportunity there because everyone's scared to do it.
Exactly.
Like, do not miss out on it.
No. It's like on LinkedIn. 1% of users post on LinkedIn.
Yeah.
I think there's like, I don't know, like 1 billion people on LinkedIn or something like that.
Yeah.
And then only, what is that, 1 million people, or whatever it is, 1% post, 10 million, or whatever it is. There's just like no one's doing it.
Yeah.
And it's obviously like, it makes sense. It's early days, right? But like everyone knows when there's not many people doing the thing and it's working, that's when you get in. Like you don't buy when it's high, you buy when it's low.
Well, I mean, my business strategy was always buy high, sell low.
Yeah.
Never out of work, ever.
Yeah. But like that's the thing. Like as I say to people, they're like, "Oh, like it's too late." It's like, no, it's not.
I went through that. Like when we started this, I was like, I've missed the boat on this, and then when I got into it, I was like, no, because everyone's too scared to do it.
Oh yeah.
And it is a bit of emotional roller coaster putting yourself out there. Like, we'll have a great chat, and then it goes out, and some days I'm like, oh, that's really cool that we're having these conversations and putting them out. And then some days I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? I'm really up and down about it. But at the end of the day, as a whole, you're putting out interesting conversations or content and a body of work that you'll be proud of in the future anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And like, it's not always obviously like highs. There's going to be highs and lows and everything. But if you know why you're doing it, you can keep doing it. Yeah. Just like when you're in the gym, you know why you're there. You'll keep going.
Yeah, just keep.
I don't want to go all the time. Fuck, I don't even want to put out. I don't even really want to put out a video today. You know what I mean? But it's like, if you know why you're doing it, and you have like a proper, like, you know, you're not just doing it for the sake of doing it, then it always works over time.
Yeah.
And that's why I say to people, there's probably still like a window of like, you know, 3, 4, 5 years where it's a great time to build a personal brand, but it will come a time like everything else when it gets harder.
Yeah. And you're just going to get left
especially
behind,
when there's more content, more people posting.
Yeah.
It's more competition, you know, and it's like, I don't know where to start or anything. Just no one knows where to start when they start. Just put something out there.
Yeah.
You're never going to learn unless you try.
Well, doing something is 100% better than doing nothing. You know,
yeah.
That's what I always come back to.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. So, yeah.
Well, look, mate, I really look forward to watching along and seeing how your story carries on. I've enjoyed it so far.
Yeah.
So where can people get in touch, find you if they want to see what you do or engage you with?
I mean, yeah, if you just search up Connor Ransley on any platform, I'll pop up. And then hopefully it pops up on your For You page, so then you don't even have to search it because like, you know, a lot's happening soon. I'm jumping on a one-way ticket to the other side of the world in 20 days.
Yeah.
To go off and just see what's out there.
How good? Where are you going to first?
So I land in Barcelona, Spain.
Yeah.
And then got like a week there, a week in France. And then from there, it's really just like play it by ear. I don't know.
I want to go.
Yeah, I don't know when I'll be home, but like if you don't try, you know, you're not going to find out. So just going to be fucking around and finding out.
Well,
documenting the way here.
I'm excited for you, mate, because you are going to have the time of your goddamn life.
It's going to be cool, man.
Yeah. So, well, listen, stay in touch, mate, and maybe we'll do this again when you return.
Oh, 100%, man. 100%. Awesome. More than keen to.
Mentor. Thanks a lot, Connor. Cheers.